So what is your wife's craziness? And how do you cope with her loose screws? I'm sure there's something, and I'll tell you what's going on with mine at the moment. But first, I gotta say something. I mean, all the good ones are crazy, right? I mean, if you have a good girl, have a good woman, she's crazy, man. She has some sort of craziness, and that's what makes them good. But at the same time, that's what drives you crazy sometimes. And you gotta find ways to go around it and to keep in a relationship, right? Don't let the craziness be the thing that will make you leave. You gotta be strong, right? Because oftentimes her craziness is what makes you grow. Anyway, I gotta share what's going on at the moment. So today is the 18th of March 2026. Things are wild, things are crazy. Trump has bombed Iran, and then Iran closed the Hormuz Strait, and petrol prices are off the roof. I mean, it's war, right? There's a war going on, and things are supposed to get really hectic, especially with the economy side of things. So my wife, she went full on apocalypse. She started, of course, she's following all the people on social media that's driving her really nuts and paranoid. So she started to stock up. So she's buying a lot of canned food. She is buying water. She even filled a couple of tanks of gasoline, like 5-liter tanks. And she's going full on taking measurements for when shit hits the fan, right? When things get really bad. And what can I say, right? So you have no counterpoint for something like this, because what if she's right? That's number one. But at the same time, it makes me feel, man, maybe you're watching this video and you're the one that gets paranoid and starts stocking up and has the full-on Armageddon-proof household ready for the worst. Some people are like that, and it's fine. I mean, it's almost like their hobby, right? They build little, even like bunkers, and they have they have ways to clean water, like filter if they run out of clean supply of water, and canned food, and ways to make fire, and getting ready to being back to the primitive ages, right? And I'm not this guy, right? I'm just expecting to go with the flow. But certain times going with the flow is not the best thing to do, and maybe she's right, and she's always been good with intuition and things like that. I mean, we are in New Zealand because of her, and she told me, man, let's move to New Zealand, because if something goes with the world, if there's a war or something along those lines, we'll be safe. We're in the safest place in the world. And you know what happened? COVID hit, and we were in the best place we could ever be because of her intuition. And she really did a similar thing back then. She rushed to sell everything, and she went looking for information about getting visas and all that, and it was also changing. So we came to New Zealand in the perfect time frame. So right after we moved here, things changed, and then with the COVID, we got a residency because of how long we've been in the country, and it was exactly on the time frame that she wanted us to be here. So, and women have that usually, right? So they have that sixth sense, they have this intuition. You know, they're witches, man. You know, they're connected to a different kind of element in a way, a different kind of understanding things. And we, as much as we put ourselves as the head of the household and we are the ones making the decisions, we should keep a keen ear to what women are saying. You know, we should not take their craziness for granted, especially when it comes to their intuition. Man, I've experienced it so many times in my relationship, and now it's another one, right? But this one is crazy, man, because she wiped out pretty much our savings that we just started doing. So, man, we have to have like a safety net. We have to, you know, put some money aside every month so that if something goes on. And then she's like, man, something just went on, let's just wipe it out. So she spent all the money, like big bags of rice and, you know, salt and canned things. And then we bought a chest freezer, which is actually a really good thing. We probably wouldn't have bought a chest freezer if it wasn't for this Armageddon-like situation. And it's great. I mean, it is great. Anyway, we have to understand how actually we can't understand how their mind works, but we have to always give them credit and look at what their intuition is telling us with a keen eye and a keen ear, because it's probably for the best. We have this intuition of being the provider, you know, it's in our instinct to be a man, to be the head of the pack, the alpha. But the true power of a man comes from listening, comes from understanding and stepping back, say, okay, let's see what this is all about. And when it comes to, because she's looking after the family, you know, and so that's what I mean by there's no counterpoint to it. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, how would I say no to that? And, you know, I can only control a little bit and say maybe direct her a little, but she's on top of it, man. She's like full on, and you just have to be supportive. And to be honest, I'm not being as supportive because for me it's a bit too crazy. So I struggle a bit with seeing how things are going, with her wiping out the savings and wanting to spend more money. But at the end of the day, man, she's just looking after the family the best way she can, and she just needs support, right? And if you are the person in the relationship that does that, if you, the man, right, are the one like looking after Armageddon, which is not my way of doing things, but that's just me, that's just my personality, I'm sure your wife, will listen to it, and she'll be supportive because she'll see that you're trying to look after your family and get ready for the worst that could happen. So anyway, the best way to understand your wife's craziness is to get it. It's just like embrace it, embrace the craziness. There's no such thing as idealism. There's no such thing as the perfect woman who will think the perfect way, the exact way that you think your woman should think. Just embrace, because you love her, and you have to love every part of her. And look, this love might save your life, might save your family. So that's it. Yeah, man. Let me know what your wife's craziness is. Share in the comments. We're here to support each other. Let's not do it alone. Being a parent is a hard gig, and we're here to support each other. Just at the time that a train is passing behind me. So this is it. I'm an immigrant dad, and talk to you in the next video.